Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my Southern Kitchen. My name is Ellen. Well, here we are, the end of 2025. OMG, it went by so fast, and this is my last video recipe of the year. Looking forward to sharing y'all some more Southern recipes in 2026. Well, we're going to end 2025 with a bang recipe. We're going to make Southern fried pork chops. Perfect for the new year, and pork represents prosperity. And my friends, it is so simple and easy to make. The bomb.com delicious, crispy on the outside and tender and juicy inside. Everybody's gonna love and enjoy these, and it will be your go-to pork chop recipe. And I'll post a complete recipe along with the instructions down in the description box below. Also check out my previous video, black eyed peas with bacon. I'll post the link to that down in the description box below. So grab your pork chops, get your flour seasoned up, and your oil heating up, sugar, because we're about to fry some pork chops magic in my Southern kitchen. Here we go. Alright, my friends, on my cutting board, I have 4 bone-in, 3/4 of an inch in thickness pork chops, which is a pound. And I washed them and pat them dry with paper towels. Now we're going to sprinkle them with seasoning salt and black pepper, or you can use white pepper. Going to flip them over. And season the other side. Alrighty, now we're going to set our pork chops aside. Going to give my hands a quick wash, and then we'll get started on our dredging station. We're going to start with our seasoned flour. We need 1 1/4 cups of self-rising flour. So we're going to use my 1 cup measurement and fluff it up. And using my butter knife, we're going to level it off and sweep it like so. Voila, perfect cup. And we're going to pour it into my cake pan. Now we need 1/4 cup. Just repeat the process, and the baking powder in self-rising flour will make our pork chops super crispy. And the perfect 1/4 cup. So that's our 1 1/4 cups of self-rising flour. Into our flour, we're going to add in our seasonings. 1 teaspoon of seasoning salt, 1 1/2 teaspoons of black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon each of onion powder, garlic powder, smoked paprika, and cayenne pepper for a little kick, and 1 tablespoon of cornstarch for more crispiness. Stir until well combined. Okie dokie, our seasoned flour is complete. Now let's work on our buttermilk mixture. In this pan, we're going to add in a pint, which is 2 cups of full fat buttermilk. You can use homemade or store-bought. I'll put the recipe to my homemade buttermilk down in the description box below. Or if using store-bought, use a good quality brand. Now we're going to add in a few dashes of hot sauce for more kick. Give it a quick stir until it's well blended. Alrighty, our buttermilk mixture is complete. So now we got everything prepped. We are ready to coat our pork chops. Going to take our seasoned pork chops, dunk it in the flour mixture on both sides like so. Now we're going to dunk it into our buttermilk mixture. Going to use 1 hand for the wet and 1 hand for the dry, so that way we don't get any clumps. Coat on both sides. Drip off the excess, and we're going to place it back into the seasoned flour. This is a double dip coating. Oh, it smells so good. I can smell all the seasonings. Beautiful coated pork chop, and we're going to place it on my 9 by 13 inch baking pan that I line with wax paper. And as soon as I get through coating the rest of my pork chops, I'll bring you back. Alright, my friends, I am through coating my pork chops. So now we're going to let them rest for 20 minutes, so that way when we fry them, the crust will stay locked in. And while the pork chops are resting, let's heat up some oil. I have my cast iron skillet on my stove top, and my fire is on medium-high heat. We're going to add in some canola oil, or you can use vegetable, peanut, corn oil, whatever your heart desire. I'm going to pan fry them. You can deep fry them if you like. We're going to heat the oil to 350 degrees. Let's check on our pork chops. All right, my friends, it's been 20 minutes. Our pork chops are done resting and the oil's good and hot. We are ready to fry. We are going to gently place the pork chops into the hot oil. Oh yes, see that sizzle? That's what you want. And the secret to frying is getting your oil nice and hot, whether it's chicken, pork chops, or anything. My mama and grandmother taught me that. Be careful not to overcrowd the pan, otherwise the temperature of the oil will go down. So now we are going to let the pork chops fry for 5 minutes. All right, my friends, it's been 5 minutes. Now we're going to flip the pork chops to the other side. Oh yes, gorgeous! Nice and golden brown. So now we're going to let the pork chops finish frying on the other side, and then I'll fry up the rest of my pork chops and I'll bring you back. My friends, I smell pork chops. And it smells heavenly up in this kitchen. They came out beautiful, and look at that heavy crust on it. I just got through frying all my pork chops, and I placed them on my baking pan lined with paper towels and wire racks to drain the excess oil. Now this is the important step right here. You don't want to cut them right away. Let them rest for about 10 minutes so that way all the juices can stay in the pork chops. Otherwise, your juice will be running out and your pork chops will be very dry. And as soon as our pork chops done resting, I'll plate them up. See you in 10 minutes. All right, my friends, there you have it. Southern fried pork chops. Don't that look good? So now I'm about to fix me up a plate and give it a taste. All right, my friends, I got my plate right here. And I drizzle on some of my homemade white gravy. I'll post a link to that recipe down in the description box below. Oh, my mouth's watering. It's about to go in my belly. Time for the best part, the tasting. Here we go. Look at that. Please have a bite. Amazingly crispy, loaded with lots of flavor. The pork chops nice and juicy and perfectly cooked. Oh, ain't nothing like a fried pork chop. This would make a great pork chop sandwich or a weeknight dinner any time of the week. These pork chops are marvelous, my friends. Please give this recipe a try. This deserves another bite, and I'm going to try it with my gravy. Phenomenal. Yum-o. Fried pork chop-licious. My friends, many thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video recipe, please give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And for more Southern magic in my kitchen, hit that subscribe button and click on the bell so that way you'll be notified when my new videos come out. Also, follow me on social media, Facebook, Ellen's Homemade Delights, and Instagram at Ellen Delights. And please send me an email, ellenshomemadedelights@gmail.com. I would love to see your beautiful creations with my recipes. And I'll see you next time. Let's eat. Much love and Happy New Year.